What's up, everybody? PokéKaos here, back for another Pokemon TCG Online deck profile. And this, if you're looking at it, does not look like a deck you would probably see, but this is actually a deck from the 2014 World Championship Series decks. This, I believe, was third place in Masters Division, and I wanted to make this one for a couple reasons. One, because it was just so interesting. Like, you don't see Mega Kangaskhan. You don't see any Mega EX that doesn't have a Spirit Link really being used ever. And this was, this wasn't one from 2015. I'm still working on trying to build the 2015 decks that I don't have. I did the Primal Groudon one. I'm getting really close to another one. You might see, I don't know if it'll actually show somewhere, if a trade pops up that'll get me the last card I need for one of the 2015 decks. But this deck focuses on Mega Kangaskhan. Apparently I can't click on it right there. With its Wham Bam Punch. Does 100. Flip a coin until you get tails. It does 30 more damage for each heads. Not really like the best thing or anything, but we'll just go with it. I haven't actually used it at all. I even have to go over here and click on expanded and then find it. It's right here. So this is literally my first time playing with this deck. I did finish the versus ladder, so I'm going to get some extra points. I already have 55 extra points into it. It's almost done. It's got a day and less than a day and a half. But we're going to see how well this deck works. I don't really play expanded ever. I have, if you saw on the screen, that I had like 4 expanded decks total. 2 of them being the Mewtwo and Darkrai. Battle Arena decks. And I'm really not sure what I'm going to do here. Well, I'm set up to not get attacked by this Darkrai at least. But the Spinarak, if it evolves into Ariados, could be a problem. This is a deck that it worked back, 2 years ago, but a lot has changed, Back then, 2015 or 2014 World Championships, I think Flash Fire was the most recent set, at least the most recent legal set. Furious Fist may have just came out, but not been legal. So, we'll see how it works. This person's already got Darkrai, Jirachi, and Spinarak out. And I'm just waiting to see what I can do. At this point, he's getting Lysander, obviously to try to take out my Spritzy when it comes time. I'm just waiting for my turn. Okay, he switched to Spinarak. So, okay, so he can try to build up the Darkrai a little bit better. But Max Elixir, I don't know, Max Elixir, I've seen a lot of people attempt to use Max Elixir, and in my opinion it hasn't really worked all that well, because most of the time these decks don't have enough, like these competitive decks don't have enough energies in them to really have use out of Max Elixir. It looks at the top 6 cards of your deck and you can attach basic energy. But when you have like 8, 9 energies in a deck, most of the time you're not really going to get much out of it. That's just me. I don't know. I do have some decks that have Max Elixir in them. So we're going to deal with an Ariados. This has so far been kind of a slow match. I may have to go another turn without doing anything just to get Mega Kangaskhan out on the field, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, because everything else shuffles, so we're just gonna play Mega Kangaskhan and go with the flow. It's unfortunate that I'm not getting the energies that I need. I mean, again, this is a deck from 2014, so it literally has nothing from Flashfire, or from Furious Fist onwards. So there's no Puzzle of Time, none of that stuff. He's doing Poisonous Nest again. I mean, poison doesn't stack like that. So, at this point, I have Xerneas. I can use Professor Sycamore, because I kind of have to. We're going to go ahead and... I should just attempt to build up Kangaskhan as much as possible. I don't remember if this deck has double colorless or not. I'm not 100% on that one. So I know he still has that Lysander in his hand, but he did decide to use Tierno. He's also building up the Heatran to do damage. Can do up to 130 if he's got anything else for it. It can do more, of course. I also have to find a way to get Suicune out of the active spot, which is a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up my bench and use Colress. That allows me to draw a ton of cards. I can use Level Ball to get Aromatisse. And some of these cards may be like from Ancient Origins or whatever. Okay, those are the old Level Balls actually. Let's use Max Potion. And I guess put a Fairy Energy on Mega Kangaskhan, because there's nothing else I can really do. Literally Suicune's out here to stall, and it's actually kind of annoying. This is probably going to be the only match I have. Steven, funny story about Steven. I had a full art Steven from Ancient Origins, and I traded it for a regular trainer card for one of the decks that I'm trying to build, because Steven's a bad supporter. Like, you're wasting your supporter for the turn to get out another supporter and an energy from your deck. Okay, so I do have Fairy Garden, which means I can transfer a Fairy Energy to Suicune, make it free retreat, and transfer the Fairy Energy back to Mega Kangaskhan, and use Wham Bam Punch. Obviously, Ariados goes down in one hit, because it was going to do at least 100 anyways. And that's essentially what you're trying to do, is, you know, just, I guess, get enough damage off. So he's going to actually make my job a whole lot easier by taking out the Suicune. Otherwise, I would have had to Fairy transfer the Fairy Energies off Mega Kangaskhan and go ahead and put the Fairy Energy on Xerneas here, and I guess just attack. And we take out the Heatran with 4 heads. It's more than enough. 220. And take another prize. There's a Xerneas EX, which there's only one of in this deck. I literally built the deck 1 for 1 exactly how it was in the 2014 World Championship deck. Everything's the same. At first I thought, oh, you know, Mega Kangaskhan is a card that you don't really see, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. You know, Mega Kangaskhan's really good in the actual game in Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, X, and Y, due to its parental bond ability allowing it to attack twice. Well, it uses its attack and then uses the attack again. Doesn't actually attack twice. But it's a good Pokemon in game, and this deck was it was a 3rd place deck, not a not like the world champion, but still, you don't get to 3rd place for nothing. So, thought it was an interesting idea. This thing does 90 damage. Okay, so just does plain 90 damage and then 30 damage to one of my benched Pokemon, which is fine. I can handle that. I'd have to get 3 heads in order to take out the Darkrai. But I also can... Okay, he can retreat for free to Ariados, which, due to Darkrai's ability, makes sense. I know how Darkrai works. But I can free retreat with the Fairy Garden to get rid of the poison. So, okay, here's an example. The Super Rod's from Breakthrough, but it was from an older set as well, so I'm going to retreat to Xerneas just to get the... Oh, you can't retreat twice in the same turn, that's right. We'll put 1 energy on Mewtwo and another energy on Xerneas EX. That's another thing that you can tell these are Generations Fairy energies, just because they look cool. I actually really like the black and white energies as well. If I can... I don't know. The design and everything looks really cool to me. So he's going to get a Tierno. And I wish I could get Lysander. That's another thing that this deck is missing, just because it... what's the word? I can't think right now. Because it's an older deck, it doesn't have VS Seeker from Phantom Forces, because of course Phantom Forces didn't exist. But again, it is proving to be helpful, or to work. I think that was both my Lysanders. To be honest, I think that was both of them. So that's kind of unfortunate that I won't have... Because I could easily win this match by Lysandering out the Jirachi. It only has 90 HP. It would go down in 1 turn. So at this point, I need to Fairy Transfer the energies. Actually, I could... No. Is it not letting me... Oh, there we go. Okay. So done. Max Potion. Mega Kangaskhan to take the damage off. It's Fairy Transfer energy onto Mega Kangaskhan, and the Xerneas EX one onto Mewtwo. Click Done. retreat, go to Mewtwo, and X-Ball. Doesn't get the kill because of the resistance. Literally, if I had Muscle Band or something, I would have won right there. But because of the resistance, I did not get the damage that I needed, which is unfortunate. And he also resists as well, so I don't think that kills though. Let's Fairy Transfer. I don't think that kills. I think I'm no defending attached to this Pokemon and defending, so you know what? If I don't win, I don't win. It's okay, I do win. It did 200. I added enough damage there, so I won. So it still works. It still does what it's supposed to do, and I got a mystery box that had 100 tokens in it, so that's cool. So yeah, maybe my opponent just wasn't as great or something, I don't know, but the deck still worked. Again, I'm working on one of the 2015 decks that I literally need one card for, so that should be sometime soon. And again, it's just a matter of me being able to build decks that I can do these deck profiles. If you guys enjoyed this video and you watched it all the way through, do make sure to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe as well. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.